We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Hey, Lion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Lawrence will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive.
Peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today. I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, think right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashal Tootin, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Kill.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harvey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And that'll be incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending?
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and will go down. DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Again, it's Herbie. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Nix from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Bryant has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Joe. Hold on, set. Ready.
Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Hold on, set. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ready. Hey, kill.
Here's Nix once more. Bryant with a catch right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Nix to the air. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Hold on, set. Ready. Captain.
To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
The
headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Center.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Working out of the gun is Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
To the right, yeah.
Throwing Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Lisa 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Hey, Ryan. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Red on red. Hey, kill. Hot.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, easy, route.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Lawrence. Allen here on the screen. He's into space past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Turton going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, Lion. Turn. They say, go. 13, Luke.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, let's go. Hey, tomato.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. This is taken at the 15. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
11. Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, run!
On play action, Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Once more with Harvey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has a 1st down on a 15-yard play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in by Franklin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Nix finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So stranger things have happened.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
19-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Portland Sutton. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and 3. Now it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Broncos 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Son, this one's hot! 13, Lou! Lou!
Now Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Soko, it's hot!
Lawrence will throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Nix to the air. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Nix once more. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Nick's looking to throw again. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Nix to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21, Jaguars 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, son. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Hey, run.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Kill. On red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down, goal to go.
Hey, go. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Tootin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Rip, 23, no street. Hey, think right open.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Red on red. Son.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Bombers. Over second. Ready.
Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Jacksonville, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.